Greetings all, and welcome back to Globbits Gaming Channel. I've been on some World of Tanks this morning, and I felt the urge to have a scouting morning. Now, scouting for me is a guilty pleasure. I don't often do it. Basically, in random games, as a scout, you're reliant upon your team to basically work with you in order to give you a good game. You can be the best freaking scout in the game, the best ninja at scouting. You can be the greatest person at scouting ever. If you're in a team of freaking donkeys, you basically are not going to do very well at all. My choice of scouting vehicle today is this thing, the WZ-131. It's a Chinese Tier 7 light tank. I've chosen to do a bit of a garage look at it. I'm not going to do a review on it as such. Just going to have a quick look at it and just explain a few bits about it. The stats are pretty good. It's got 880 hit points. It only weighs 24 tons with a 520 horsepower engine, which means it can do 60 kph, which allows you to get in position in the early game quite easily. With a 54-degree traverse speed and a 48-degree turret traverse. Now that's pretty good. In fact, that's freaking awesome. If you want to use it as a mobile scout, an active scout, you can. But at this stage in my career with it, I can't because, as you can see here, it's not fully upgraded yet. I haven't got the 100mm or the top end 85. I've only got this gun here, which, to be honest with you, the kind of games this thing gets in, it's woefully inadequate. I mean, when you get up to your 100mm, you've got your penetration and your alpha damage and bits and pieces that you can actually go around and have a bit of a play. I mean, I'm at choice between two guns. I don't know whether I'm going to fit the 100 or keep this 85mm. The extra 30mm of penetration won't really make a difference, and the 85mm fires a lot faster. So I think damage per minute, I think the 85 might be slightly better than the 100mm, but we'll see. At the moment, I'm using it as a passive scout, and that's what I've set it up for, with binos, camnet, and a rammer. I could possibly go for, I don't know, what else could I use? Maybe coated optics. But to be honest with you, it's a bit overkill. It's got a view range of 390 meters with 100% commander. So the extra 25% when you're stationary. It's more than adequate for what you need. I will at the moment I've only got camouflage on my crew. But I will look at getting different skills on them. The hull armor and the turret armor, it hasn't got any. Don't get shot. That's all I can say. Don't get shot or you're going to die. And the signal range is pretty awesome too, at 750 meters, which is going to enable your teammates to see what you're seeing. Later on for the commander, the next thing I'm going to get once he's at 100% on the first skill is Sixth Sense. I'm then going to work again to camouflage. Once camouflage is at 100%, then I'm going to go to recon. With the gunner, when he gets to 100%, what we're going to use for him, probably none of the gunner skills. I'm probably just going to go, I don't know, or maybe snapshot. I'll probably take snapshot. So if I want to I've changed roles into a roving scout that just runs around shooting people and causing a nuisance. The driver, once he's got 100% camo, I'm probably going to go for, I don't know, one of the three ones that help maneuverability, probably off-road driving, smooth ride, or clutch braking. I mean, the traverse speed's awesome anyway. Smooth ride improves accuracy of firing on the move. That might work well with the roving scout role, but the off-road driving means that you can mooch around on grass a lot better. And for the radio op / loader, it's gonna have to be situational awareness. I'm not going to go safe storage on the ammo rack of my light tank because, to be honest with you, you get seen, you're fucking dead. End of story. And not being funny, I haven't been ammo racked that often. I think I've been ammo racked like 3 times in my whole career. And it's not about the damage you do with your scout, personally, direct damage. It's not about the damage that you do. It's about the damage that your team do for you. I mean, the story is slightly different for me with the with my T-71, my American, because it's got an auto loader. The burst damage from this little thing's brilliant. But to be honest with you, what I've been using this thing for is mainly a passive scout. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a couple of games of passive scouting. So here we go. Right then. Tier 9 game, Prokhorovka, Tier 7 scout. I've had to turn the graphics settings down quite a lot on this game. I found that my first recording was stuttering a lot, and I've had a few comments that this is a bit of an issue with some of my videos, so therefore let's move on and try and cope with the lower graphic settings. It's kind of unfortunate. I don't know the ins and outs of this game, but apparently there's an issue with what kind of processing power your computer can use to run the game, etc, etc. But anyway, we digress. I struggle to record at a decent FPS with it at settings. It runs the game fine. I get plenty of FPS while I'm actually playing. It's just it seems that recording can be an issue sometimes. But anywho, right then. Before I go any further, this location I'm using here I did not discover myself. I watched one of Quickie Baby's videos, and he gave out this bush location as a really awesome place to actually go in and scout. He also did a competition, replay competition, where he said that whoever gets the most experience in a game, he gets a prize. He basically gave out a prize to the guy with the most experience, and it was a Hellcat that sat here that actually won it. Out of all the games that he got, he's got thousands. Anyway, passive scouting then. It involves sitting in a bush, doing sod all. A couple of things that have to be in place, like I mentioned. Your team have to be able to find their arse in the dark with a flashlight. If you have a garbage team, it can be very, very frustrating sitting in this frigging bush while your team you can basically watch your team lose a game from a scouting location. You can spot all the enemy, but if they just can't shoot them, then hey ho. But how many times, ladies and gentlemen, have you had a stalemate on this flank? How many times have you seen this? Top left hand corner, lots of green people sitting there camping that can't see the people in red below. Well, if you have one decent scout, it can change the game. And you can change the game in a scout without even firing a shot. Now there's some sort of put your teeth in gloves. Some sort of philosophical, Yoda-ish type mannerisms to this, like how to manipulate the turn of a river without ever getting involved and all that kind of good stuff. I'm not going to go into that. Basically, I think it's really cool the fact you can do it. The spotting mechanics in this game for me are what really make it. And that's what you would get to, I've started to understand being in the latter stages, or the mid stages of my career if you like. I've got about 6,500 games under my belt. I've got a tier 10. Now, I'm about midway in my career. I'm not a beginner anymore. So you have to start understanding things like spotting mechanics, not shooting in bushes. That third man just got annihilated. This ISU-152, by the way, Tank Destroyer 84, big shout out to him. He helped me out massively in this game. He had a monster in this one. It's 6 and 2 3s. Without me, he wouldn't be able to. Tank Destroyer. It is becoming World of Tank Destroyers. A lot of people have whinged about this. It is becoming World of Tank Destroyers. But that's a good thing if you're a scout. Because destroyers have to be in a bush safe. Most of the time. And that's where your scouting comes in. And I'm finding lately that your heavy tanks tend to get annihilated quite quickly. Your heavy tanks sort of becoming redundant, and it's just more about your big tank destroyers. So therefore, as a scout, the world's your oyster. The scout players out there, I've never had it so good. I really haven't. The nature of the game. Now this IS-80 is getting annihilated, which means I can't see who's shooting him. So therefore, I haven't been spotted because I'm not dead. I haven't got 6th sense on this tank, in from the review. But the fact that I'm not dead is a pretty good indicator of the fact that I've been spotted. Now I take the shot on the T-71 there, so I've been spotted, so I'm out of it. Yeah, I find in Scout I don't need... 6th sense helps, but in this particular case I didn't need it. Because people will always, and I say again, always stop shooting at a harder enemy to kill the light tank. They will always do it. It's something that they do. If you're on 1 health and there's a Jagdpanzer E100 staring them in the face, they will turn their guns to shoot you. You can use that to your advantage sometimes. Now, I've been spotted. Oh shit. Okay, I'm going to take a hit from this guy. 2 shots came in though. 2 shots came in. He hit me, and then another shot landed near me. So I've been shot at by somebody else. So I'm going to take it easy before I go over this ridge. Don't want to rush. Let's just wait. See what happens. See if I can spot them. Poking, peeking, having a look. There he is. Lurver. Oh, you're just about to have the worst day ever, bro. There's the Carnarvon shooting. There's the ISU. Oh, what a bad day. Bang, Carnarvon. ISU reloaded yet? Nope, IS-3 kills him. It's just scumbags and mediums now. And there's the scumbag. Unfortunately, I don't manage to get a kill on this guy because my gunner's asleep. Probably because he spent the whole game sat in a bush and T69 takes the artillery kill. I would have liked the artillery kill there because I do actually require some of the higher end artillery to get my killed one of every nation badge. So what to do now? Just basically go cap. The enemy have decided not to destroy their little thing, crates and thing there, so let's sit behind it. T-54. Yeah, I'm glad he died because he could have caused me some problems. And getting a good job from Tank Destroyer 84 there. And that's pretty much all she wrote. I'm not saying I won the game, but I changed the dynamic of the game completely. That game probably would have gone to a long-winded, drawn-out slugfest, which, to be honest with you, I find inherently exceedingly boring. So, hope you enjoyed that, guys. That is passive scouting in a nutshell. Or that's at least the Globbs version of passive scouting, should I say. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please rate it below. Just to give a little bit of a shout out to the Nether competition. One lucky winner so far on the Nether competition. His CD key or his game key is on his way to him in the next few days. There's still 4 keys up for grabs, guys. If you want to enter the competition, all you have to do is send in details of 5 people that I've platooned with, their names, 5 people I've platooned with, to my email, the standard email, which is globbits1683@gmail.com. And if you get it in time, you'll get yourself a 24. I think it's a 24 or 48-hour pass to Nether. So if you enjoyed that video, and you want to play the game, then feel free. So, on to the post-game stats. Well, not a bad effort. That game earned me my mastery badge in my WZ-131. Patrol duty, sniper, not scout and patrol duty. 73,000 credits earned and 2,097 experience earning me my mastery badge. I spotted 4, 8, 12 members of the enemy team. It might even have been 13. I didn't actually check. It just ridiculous game. What to say about it, really? I only did 111 damage and it earned me 1,398 base experience. Top of the table, and I only fired 3 shots, one of which actually hit. I did 111 damage. That is passive scouting. There's no other way of putting it. There's no other way of putting it whatsoever. That is how you passive scout. What do you reckon? Not bad at all, eh? Mastery badge. Awesome sauce. Now, I did have a second game to show you that I played on the... not Muravanka. Malanovka. Which, unfortunately, for some reason, the replay didn't save. I'm going to hunt it out. Just to put it into perspective again, I'll just show you the actual files or the screenshots from that particular victory. I did the same again, pretty much. But this was a tier 10 game. Again, fired 1 shot, which earned me 1,019 base experience. I don't understand how I got less experience. I didn't get my mastery badge from this one when I got more spotting damage than I did on the previous one. But anyway, you know, who am I to reason why? Yeah, 1 round, 11,000 spotting damage. Yeah, just to put that in perspective. I'm going to try my best to try and search out this replay file. But if I don't find it, hey ho, never mind. The mastery badge game is the one that's saved, which is the main thing. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy your weekend. Bye now.